everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. We're at Vista Gardens and I'm super excited to interview our marketing team that is pretty much the bomb. They are the best in the industry. Of course, I'm very biased, but I do feel like their mission is such a deeper one and they really do serve others and really put people before themselves. And I don't know of a better team that is kinder and more empathetic. So I do feel like this is super important to talk about today. Our topic is on referral agencies. And you couldn't think of a better team to talk about it because they're coming from a really good place. They're not coming from a sales place or a marketing or money place. It's all about serving older adults and giving them the best care. So I wanted to ask them a few questions today about what is a referral agency? How does a building like Vista Gardens, which is memory care, work with a referral agency in California? And what are the pros and cons? And what are the good and the bad? You know, because there are good, bad, and ugly. And then there's, really a wonderful, great group of referral agents. So there's different levels, like there just is in assisted living. There's different quality of care in different environments and different companies, of course. So, and I want to start with referral agents in California aren't licensed. And they aren't nonprofit. So a lot of people feel like they're social workers or they're nonprofits. They could be social workers, however, they're not a nonprofit. They're usually a for-profit agency.
Yes, ma'am.
And they have a contract with us, right?
Correct.
We sign up a contract, and as we're the building, we would sign a percent of the first month's rent to go to that person, to go to that referral agency, or some of them are individually owned or have companies. So then they would get that fee and they'd bill us usually like 30 days later, right? About 30 days later. And how do you guys feel like they help older adults? Like how do you feel their mission is good? We'll start with the good.
Okay, so referral agencies can be huge advocates for your loved one, especially if maybe you don't have a lot of family or if you don't have a lot of time. So some of the caregivers actually still work full-time and try to take care of their loved one at home. This is when a nice time a referral agency can actually help out the family, is because they can do a lot of that legwork for you. And what we mean is, in a good referral agent would actually let you know what each community offers, rather than you trying to find that out on your own. They're going to tell you what the ratings are, what makes them different compared to other communities. And a lot
Their
of times,
pricing, their
their
specials.
pricings, if there's a special going on, and they're also going to have information about your loved one. So you would be able to say, no, that's not going to be a good fit for my loved one, or that's worth going to see. So that
And
would
some
be a
of
nice
them,
advocate
Leah was
for them.
mentioning too, some of them even go out with the older adult or the family member.
Yeah, so referral agents come in all shapes and sizes. They might work for themselves in a small company or a bigger internet company. You can access them all different ways. Sometimes the internet search will help you find a good referral agent. And it's always no charge to the family. So the service that you're going to get, all the work that they put into doing the research on the community, and like you mentioned, some even will hold your hand and take you to the actual community and tour with you to kind of help you ask those important questions.
They'll go research what openings we have.
And sometimes they'll even have a referral agent will have a good relationship with that community, whether it's the admissions team or even the nursing team. That's how you know a good referral agent, because they really know who works at that community too, and they can advocate for you and your loved one even more.
Some good questions families should ask are, well, if you know that building, how long has the management been there? How many deficiencies do they have? Do they have a good survey? Do the families seem happy? What's their ratio of care? What kind of food do they serve? What kind of levels of care do they have? And just not give a list. So now we're talking about all the great ones, and there are a lot of good ones. I totally agree with you. Then there are some that just kind of send you a list. You go on the internet and you fill out what you think is a Vista Gardens inquiry, but you're actually filling out another agency, a referral agent. So be aware when you are going and you're searching for communities to make sure you're not on someone else's website. You really want to be on that assisted living's website. So so they call you back, and not a referral agent that bombards you with a lot of different lists. And most of them don't do that, but there
Yeah.
are a few that just send out a list and then never call back.
Yeah.
And you guys actually call the referral agent for help sometimes, like, oh, I can't get a hold of this family, is the lead closed? Like, are they no longer looking? Because we don't want to offend anyone. What if they passed
Right.
away? What if they're no longer searching? Or there's too many calls?
So there's a lot that goes on behind the scene. Like you said, we don't want to bombard the family because they're having a hard time with the adjustment as it is. So behind the scenes, you have your community and the referral agent trying to work together to advocate for that family.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Are there any tips you can think of when it's really helped a family, like any examples or tips that the referral agent actually gave to the family that helped them move in and help the process a little better? Any examples you can think of, like maybe they helped a family get a one-on-one caregiver in the beginning and then transition them in, or they really do have a wealth of knowledge, a lot of
They have a huge wealth of knowledge, and the nice thing is when the referral agent actually prepares them already before they come to the community for the move. So, for example, there are doctor paperwork requirements that we need before somebody actually moves to the community, and we see really good referral agents actually preparing the family by getting that started before they even start touring. So everywhere you go, you actually need this document, and the really good referral agents really go out there to advocate for the family to help you get it, to know that this is a requirement right off the bat, rather than waiting last minute to get the hardest thing done.
And I think a good referral agent will ask your family a lot of questions. They really need to get to know your loved one in order how to make the best recommendations for a community that they would put on their list. So your referral agent will ask you a lot of questions. It's not to be nosy, but they really want to get to know your loved one and how they can match them with the best community.
That's a great point. In summary, I just want to wrap up here and let you know that we assisted livings do need help. We're all busy and we're all here for the older adult and their family, and the best way we can work together is with teamwork, working with home health, working with hospice, working with referral agencies. And today we're talking about referral agencies, which are just one little piece of the pie, but it does take a village. And we are thankful for referral agencies, and we hope to work with them in the future. And we hope this has helped you understand how a referral agency works better with the memory care. If you have any questions, though, feel free to always email us. We're happy to talk to you about them. Happy to explain how they're paid, how we pay them. Any questions like that, we're totally open to. So thank you for tuning in.